back to another video of Dead by Daylight. My name is Cubeproductions. Today, we're using Skull Merchant as always, using probably the most evil build I'll ever post on my channel, to be completely honest. This is not clickbait. Literally, one of my viewers decided to give me a really evil build, and like I told y'all, I read every single comment and respond to all comments, and I love doing y'all's builds. Let's look and see what this person wanted me to do today. So as you can see, Gay Loverboy, decided that he wanted me to use a certain build. This build consists of the perks Corrupt, Deadlock, Deadman Switch, and Dying Light. Or if I really want to, I can switch Dying Light out for Noed. Now, of course, those perks seem kind of strong, but what's the main problem? The issue is the fact he wants me to use them in a way where I have to camp the hooked survivor. To do this, we're going to, of course, use these perks, and basically we're going to use the event teleport a survivor to a hook and basically put a lot of drones next to the hook, making it impossible for other survivors to unhook them. Okie dokie. Let's talk about what we're going to do with these perks. So first we have Corrupt Intervention. It's a very simple perk. At the start of the game, the 3 first gens from our starting location are automatically blocked for 2 minutes, but once a survivor gets down by any means, then those generators become unblocked and the perk gets disabled. We have Deadlock, a perk I should be using more often with Skull Merchant, but I really don't. It's very simple. Once one generator is completed, the next gen that has the most progress automatically is blocked by the entity for 25 seconds. We have Deadman Switch. Very simple. Once we hook a survivor, the perk will activate. Then if a survivor were to get off of any gen for the first time, the perk will activate and block that gen for 50 seconds. Really useful at stopping gens. And then lastly, we have Hex, No Way Escapes Death, or we could have used Dying Light. I prefer to use Hex, No Way Escapes Death because of the fact that it will work out in the end game. Basically, if there's at least one totem left on the game, once the other gets powered, it will automatically get lit, and we'll gain a 4% haste buff, and every single survivor will be exposed automatically. And of course, the longer we stay with this perk on, the bigger the aura reading the survivors get on the perk, so they can disable it. We have Stereo Rope Mic, which makes our disabled drones come back 15% faster. We have Expired Batteries, which makes it so that way all survivors automatically show up on the radar at the beginning of the game, so we know exactly where they are. He didn't tell me what perks and what add-ons to use, so I chose to use these ones because I feel like it will help with camping survivors much easier. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Fair warning, while I never ever camp or tunnel really very often, this video is completely different. So let's see what happens. And also make sure you join the Discord server. Link will be in the description. A place where you can chat with me and other people in the community where you can post your builds. And I love reading y'all's comments and I love responding to y'all in the Discord server. So thank y'all so much for all support y'all give me. I greatly appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get straight to the game so I can show you how evil this build is. Okay, playing on the game. A not really good map for Skull Merchant at all because there's 85 billion pods here, which means that we're most likely going to get obliterated really quickly. But luckily, we have expired batteries, so we know exactly where to go. So all the survivors are above us, but they're also kind of grouped together. I don't know what it is, but everyone has the object of obsession lately. I don't know why. They all have that perk. But like, I literally, every game I play now, at least one person has that perk, so I can see their aura a lot of the time. So right here, this is going to Novel's here, so she's going to get caught off guard, and we're going to slice her. So we already found our target. All we have to do now is try and kill her, and get her on the hook, and then hopefully, basically camp her until she dies. Really simple strategy. But like usual, this game map has 85 billion save pallets. There's no point in me trying to even attack through them. I literally have to just wait for the survivor to pull it down, break it, and move on. Now, of course, if I can break every single pallet really quickly, this will be easy. But we're playing on the event too, so they can replace these pallets with more pallets later in the future. So I was gonna go after her, but then I realized there's 2 people behind me. I didn't realize a 3rd person behind me, and this 3rd person was what's it called? I think Soma Cruz, his name is. So because of that reason, I'm like, okay, now that I know he's here. Oh no, it's Gabriel something. His name. Because of this reason, I was like, well, I'll go after you because I know y'all on this generator. I'm not gonna let y'all do gens immediately. So I'm gonna catch him off guard by getting the speed buff. So I should be able to hit him before he makes the went to the pallet. But I am a trash. I should have probably dropped down actually and caught him that way, but I didn't do it. But it's fine because he's claw trapped now. And an additional effect of expired batteries that I didn't mention is every single time you claw trap a survivor, the claw trap timer gets increased by 10%. So it goes from being 50% of the base time to 60, 70, and so on. The only problem is trying to scan survivors multiple times with Skull Merchant is never gonna happen, so it's not all that useful. Right here, I got a little confused. I kind of forgot these little small areas over here exist. So he's gonna go over here. I realize there's nowhere for him to go, so he has to be around here somewhere. So I'm gonna down him. They're gonna do a generator, but the gen with the most progress will automatically block thanks to our dead man switch. I mean, thanks to our what's it called? Deadlock. The only problem is I expected a sabotage or I expect like a flashbang or something, but nope. Now I can see where every single survivor is, so that I know where they are. It makes it easier for me to be able to figure out how I should place down this web network, this network of drones. So I'm an idiot, and I definitely swung too early. And I'm going to basically try my best to put down these drones and try to get this guy to be second stage. Now, the good thing about this strategy is the fact that basically this guy's guaranteed to get second stage as long as I camp. And as long as somebody, another survivor is near me, his anti-camp timer thingamajiggy will not go up. So because of this reason, I had to make sure I not do too close to the hook, but also make sure that the other survivors knew the hook as well. And all we have to do is do this for about like 40 more seconds, and we're good. Now, you might be wondering, Cubeproductions, why are you doing this? Well, if a viewer requests a build, I must do it. It's how it works. I'm sorry. And I felt bad. I'm not gonna lie. I felt really evil. That if you notice, at the beginning of the game, I don't even have a Skull Merchant skin on. Like, I felt so evil from using this build that I didn't even want to put on a good-looking skin. I put on default Skull Merchant because I was like, ew, this is not it. But I'm not mad. It's a really interesting build. The strategy is actually really good. It's just the fact that you're basically just tunneling and camping somebody and getting them killed. Now, I don't think he told me to tunnel, honestly. Well, I lie, he did. He was like, just camp somebody and far away from the map. And the reason why he wanted me to do it was because basically he used this build before. I'm assuming it's a he, but he used this build before. And when he used the build, it caught survivors off guard because they weren't expecting him to just camp another survivor and get them murdered. So, because of this reason, the survivor got caught off guard, and they ended up getting obliterated and losing the game as a result. So right here, I'm going to break this pallet using my mind, that way he can't actually boss it. Also, no, it's broken, so I don't have to worry about it. We're going to hook him back on this hook over here. This is a much better hook, by the way. There we go. Yeah, this hook is much better because there's only 2 ways they can possibly get in here. And luckily for me, they didn't have made for this or anything, so like the survivor didn't get endurance. So they basically healed the survivor for absolutely no reason. And then the girl, and then someone's like, I give up. I'm like, understandable. And like I said before, I feel bad because like I did. It's so evil. And I think the reason why this build is so evil, it's not evil because of the fact that what I'm doing is evil. It's evil because it works. That's why it's evil. So right, you can see right here, this girl gonna try and go for the save, even though she literally can't. So I thought she was gonna try and drop the pallet, but she actually doesn't. But she's gonna slow down so much where there's no way she's gonna make the pallet. And if she doesn't make the pallet, she has to risk her life and drop it. I don't know what she was doing. So she just dropped it on the other side, and now she's also down. Then they rescue the girl off the ground, but it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna make sure that the bot dies. So the bot, that's kind of weird. I didn't notice, but like the bot will purposely miss a skill check at the end. I don't know why he does that. So yeah, I don't know why he did that, but the bot missed a skill check. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and teleport this girl up here towards this hook, but the game won't let me do it for some reason. They just won't let me pick that hook in particular. But then I have to get a little closer, and then the game's like, there you go. Now we hook this girl over here, and you know exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna put our drone little network up, and we're going to basically just camp the hook because we are an evil Skull Merchant player who hates survivors today. So that's fun. Of course, if y'all have any more builds and when you see, make sure you let me know in the comments. Speaking of builds, in the next video, spoiler alert, I actually will be using 2 killers. So I'll be using Skull Merchant, but I'll also be using a different killer too. A killer I like a lot. So the plan is I'm gonna try and do videos like this, not like a lot, oh, probably a lot. Videos where I'm using more than just Skull Merchant because I love Skull Merchant, but I also like to show y'all different killers too because of the fact that I play every killer in the game. Oh, not every killer in the game. I play almost every killer in the game. So because of that reason, I want to show y'all every killer. Also, it's really useful to see just how like comparing how good one killer is to another, because like it's just kind of interesting how you have the terrible Skull Merchant and then you have the godlike nurse. Like it's just weird. But anyway, I will in the next video I'll see who I'm talking about when I talk about it. I don't know why I even swung there. I think I swung to scare her away. So I was like, get away from my hook. So the girl's already on second stage, and keep in mind if they want to try and get this girl unhooked, they literally have to risk their lives doing it or disable all my drones. But because we have stereo remote mic, we can just make the drones come by faster. So it doesn't really matter if they get disabled or not. This girl is gonna get scanned. I'm gonna be able to down her most likely right over here, and then I'm gonna go back towards the hook, where I'm pretty sure the Kate is gonna probably get the unhook because of the fact that she's probably nearby. But actually, there she is. She's the unhook. But it doesn't really matter because of the fact that they're both going to. Well, I'm gonna go after Kate now, or maybe I'll change my mind. I'll go after you. You're dead on hook. So I'm going after this girl, but I'm trying to decide. Do I want to be really, really evil or not? Because they have 3 gens left. So what should I do? So I decided to go after this girl instead, and we're gonna, you know, what we're gonna do? Teleport her back to the same hook. Yay! We love the event. So now we have to do the exact same thing again. Like why? So this is so evil. And luckily for me, because both girls are injured, they're gonna have to heal themselves most likely if they want to try and actually go for a safe rescue. And instead of doing generators, they really want to go for the rescue. That's why this build works so well, because basically it's like you do generators and your teammate dies, or you don't do generators, no gen get done, and your teammate still dies. So, or you risk your life trying to save your teammate basically. And it's so sad. Luckily, I'm playing on console, so I don't have to worry about in-game chat and hearing survivors complain about me playing like this. So that's good for me, not for them. It's just like, wow. But anyway, now that we're done talking about how evil the build is, let's talk about something else. And that something else is, what killers y'all want to see on the channel besides Skull Merchant, of course. So of course, I'll play Skull Merchant all the time. I regret putting a drone right there, because I could have got the hit, but I chose to put a drone down, which slowed me down slightly. This girl's gonna go away from the hook, so away from the area that I'm in. So because of this reason, I don't have to worry about her going for the unhook. I know I saw scratch marks, so I expected her to be behind a crate or something, but actually, she's right here. That drone will come back probably like in 24 seconds. So because of that reason, I'm not really worried. This girl's getting scanned. She's gonna run towards the hook. I should be able to get another scan on her. There she is. Now she's injured. Now the other girl is about to be injured too, thanks to my cloud trap, thanks to the drone. So she can slow down. I know she can't go for the save because she'll die. I'm about to injure the other girl. There you go. So they're both injured. So now one of them is gonna go for the. is gonna try and drop the pallet down, but then gets body blocked by the other one. So then I thought she was gonna try and, like, I don't know, go for like some really weird save, but instead she decides to just run towards me. And she's like, I give up. And everyone decides to give up, and I'm like, okay. So I feel kind of bad, but also I don't feel bad because, like, the strategy worked. So yay, we did it. Now, just so you know, in the future, if you ever play against Skull Merchant, well, you ever play Skull Merchant, you know exactly what kind of strategy to use to win the game. It's called Camp the Hook with drones. And it's kind of sad, actually, because it's like, why does this work better than actually 3-genning? Like, this worked better than 3-genning. That's how bad this is, and it's so funny because it works, and I love it. But anyway, that was the first game, and I wasn't gonna. He wanted me to post 2 games, and I wasn't gonna play a second game. I felt bad, but then also I was like, if I don't play a second game, I feel bad. I'll feel bad too for not actually going with what he wanted me to do. So I was like, you know what? I'll play a second game. I can already see it now. All the people commenting, why do you play like that? Listen, my viewer asked for it. I do it. Like, it's how it is. Like, it's like a contract. Like, I give y'all content. Y'all tell me what to do. Like, basically. But yes, that was the first game of the video. Let's see what perks they were running and see if I feel bad for actually camping them. So as you can see, I got almost everything I needed because I'm the best. And they didn't bring anything broken or annoying. They had like they had 2 people with the healing meta, but other than that, nothing broken, so I'm pretty happy. But anyway, let's go to the next game so I can show you how evil this build is. Okay, playing on Badham Preschool Uno. So this build, so it's kind of funny. So he basically wanted me to play a warm-up game, and then the next game when I feel more confident to like try my hardest to basically try really hard. But the thing is, the first game went so well because I'm so good that I kind of obliterated the survivors. But because I obliterated them, I chose to just play a serious game. We'll play a non-serious game this time. So I'm gonna get slammed by a pallet because the game hates me. And then I'm going to chase this girl. But the problem is, I know she went upstairs, but the actual chase in this map is kind of annoying because a lot of the loops here are a little annoying. And the main buildings are, I don't know, I don't really play this map very much, so I don't really understand exactly how to loop survivors around these areas. But one thing I will say is, luckily for me, these survivors aren't, I'm not gonna say they're the brightest, but they don't stand still to dodge drones. They kind of just move around a lot, as you can see. Even though I tried to move the drone, And instead, I accidentally let go of the drone, and I ended up what's it called? Scammed. So sadly, she didn't get scammed right there. I thought she would get scammed, but she actually didn't get scammed. So because of that reason, I was unable to get another scan on that girl. Now what I can do, however, is kill her right here because of deadlock. The gym with the most progress on that has to block. There are 4 gyms blocked right now, by the way. I want you to know that. So like more than half the gyms in the game are blocked because I still have a corporate intervention and deadlock activated. So right here we're in the main building and she's gonna block the window. Luckily I wasn't even trying to vault it anyway. But I have no idea how to loop this thing, to be completely honest. So I'm gonna try and hit it right here. There we go. I know she couldn't make anything. So right here I'm gonna try and hook her, but I heard a noise. And there is a guy right here, yep. With a flashlight or something. So I'm gonna slice this back open, and then we're going to hook her. There's no way you can go for a flashbang or a flashlight, but I'm gonna look up just in case. And then we're gonna try and hook them. Only this right here. And again, like, oh, I got lucky again. I can see exactly where everyone is. I know exactly how to place down my drone network. So we're gonna try and just get her to second stage if possible, and that's the plan. I'm gonna try and get this invitation because I want to use my broken powers. Because the ability to break pals with your mind is godlike. And all we have to do is just camp the area. Woohoo! Fun gameplay. Yay! That's so funny. There we go. And she can't even like unhook herself either. She has to just hold that. I'm gonna get a little speed buff and get a scan on her. But because of the fact that I won the second game, I kind of play this game a little more passively. I wanted to activate NOED really badly. I haven't used NOED. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't used NOED in probably like 2 years of playing this game. I literally never use NOED. They're gonna unhook her, but it's fine. I trade is fine by me. So right here, I'm going to try and kill this guy, but there's a power right here. He's like, low you thought. I'm like, my bad. I'm gonna put a drone up, get stuck on a tree, and he's probably like, why is that storm merchant in the tree? I'm like, you're right. Then they're gonna rescue the girl off the ground. I'm like, are you serious? I was gone for 4 seconds. How'd you rescue her that fast? But it's fine. I'm gonna try and scan somebody and get a speed buff. I do. I should be able to get this girl before she does anything. And everyone's injured, surprisingly. There's no one here for a power save, luckily. So we're gonna hook this girl on any hooks. I was gonna remote hook her, but I was like, I can just walk. It's not that big of a deal. I'd rather save my event powers. So now we know exactly where 2 survivors are. They're across the map. But normally, if I was playing Skull Merchant, I would chase them because of the fact that I want to actually get a quick down. But instead, we're going to camp the hook and make sure no one can actually unhook the person because we're evil. And it also gives me basically a free second stage hook. Now, I also wanted to, like I said before, activate NOED. So I kind of didn't really care if the survivors did all the gens or not because NOED is so overpowered that it's like so good. So I really want to keep NOED if possible. The issue is the fact that I don't have any like way to stop survivors from doing some opening the exit gates, except by placing down drones near the exit gate doors. So because of this reason, I do need to be a little more cognizant of the fact that the survivors will probably try and go for the rescue, or they'll try and immediately go for the exit gate once the game's over. So right here, I'm gonna go with this girl, I'm gonna injure her, and then get slammed by a pallet. Now I should have broke that pallet, but I did not break the pallet for some reason. She gets claw trapped. I should be able to down her easily because she's slowing down. But she actually decides to go right here. Then I missed somehow. I don't know how I missed, by the way. And then we're gonna obliterate her. She was so oblivious to where I was that she just took the pallet down, not even looking. And I was right in front of her, but it's kind of funny. There we go. Hook her. I was gonna try and teleport her towards the basement hooks. You used to be able to do that, but they changed that, so now you can't teleport survivors to the basement hooks anymore, which kind of sucks a lot. Because the basement was in the perfect spot for this build, because there's like the chance of a survivor actually being able to get it unhooked while I'm having all these drones everywhere is so low. I don't break that wall because of the fact that I don't like where it is. Replace these drones so I can become untouchable to give off the illusion that I'm not actually camping the hook, but in reality I am. So they're gonna probably go for the rescue. I'm as far away as possible, but it's fine by me. I have to get far away the way it is to activate the anti-hook. Or the anti-tunnel, sorry, anti-camp, there we go. But also, I want to get close enough to where I can definitely kill survivors who are trying their hardest to do anything. So right here, I should have brought that pallet earlier, but I didn't. She's gonna re-put another pallet, so I'm like, okay. Now, this girl's like, I'm gonna rescue my teammate and keep them alive. I'm like, you can try your best, but it's not gonna work out in your favor. So right here, I was gonna break the pallet, but the girl's like, nope, I'm gonna place down chemical trap. I said, okay. So instead, I did the little endure thing where you endure the hit. Now, I probably should make a build actually where I get to where I endure pallet hits and benefit from them, like with Hubris. That girl's gonna get claw trapped and then proceed to drop the pallet that breaks instantly whenever you drop it. So I'm gonna just hook her. I was gonna go after the other girl, but I was like, you know, listen, I don't need to break that. And then basically, because I'm carrying the survivor animation, the slowdown doesn't really matter. Hook her over there. I don't even care about that girl right now because, like I said before, I don't care if the survivors do gens this time. I care more about getting one girl out the game and getting Noed. This girl is gonna try and mend herself because he has to mend, but it's fine because I'm gonna catch her off guard. There we go. She can go to the pallet, and luckily for me, there's nowhere for her to go, and she's going to die. And she's dead on hook. We don't have the ability to teleport her, but because she doesn't have this other strike, I can just wait for her. There we go. Wait for the remote hook, and there she goes. Instantly dead because we decided to camp her. Yay! Fun gameplay. And then we're going to. I'm sorry if I sound like this. Like I actually am having fun, but it's just so funny because it's like when I responded back to Gaylor Boy's comment, I said to myself, I said, listen, I don't ever. This is completely against my playstyle, but I will do it. Like that's literally what I said, and it's so funny because it's actually working. But anyway, so that first game was amazing. Also, I don't use it's kind of fun using perks you don't ever use before because I don't really use Deadlock very often. I didn't know that Deadlock can block more than one gen at a time. I never knew that. I thought Deadlock always blocked the same gen, but when I think about it, it does make sense. Like the perk says it blocks the gen with the most progress. So if one gen has the most progress and then it gets blocked, and then another gen has more progress, and then survivors complete another generator, then that gen will get blocked. So that makes sense. But it was kind of interesting how it blocked two gens. So right here, I'm going to basically try and break the pallet using my event power. But instead, another random person comes down here and he's like, I'll rescue you. I'm like, okay. So I wanted the survivor to stay at the pallet so I could break it. And then when I break it, they would try and boss it and they would get stuck. But instead, they actually had to run for their lives. So right here, I could go after this guy, but I'm going after the girl who I know is dead on hook. So I'm glad I heard instead. Then I lose track where she is because she's no longer on my radar. So I was like, you know what? I'll just grab somebody else. Then someone else gets claw trapped. I'm thinking it's a girl, but no, it's actually, I think it's Renato. And then they do some sort of action that I can see. So I'm like, well, Renato's claw trapped, so it should be really easy to chase him because he's gonna get slowed down by literally every drum. I'm gonna try and break this with my power. I don't know why I swim right there. I'm an idiot. So I'm gonna break that with my power, and as a result, I'm going to be down him easily. I see that somebody's been on the gym before, so I'm gonna kick this. Because even though I have no way, I don't want them to do gens too quickly. I want to at least have like at least one person dead, maybe, or at least someone's dead on hook. So they're gonna probably do the generators before I actually have the ability to stop them. So right here in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna probably complete generators. I need to put drones on the exit gates. Luckily, it's really easy to see where the exit gates are on this map, especially because of how the layout is. So I'm gonna put drones around, try and make sure they don't do every gen. Break this wall because I have to break it or I'm gonna lose the game. Distraction. Yes. And now we're going to go back towards the hook, and I'll place down drones at exit gates later. Because right now I care more about trying to at least keep everyone injured, or at least get some momentum. Because right now we aren't actually using the build as intended, which is kind of funny. Because I want to activate Noed that valley. But I also want to make sure the survivors don't just do every gen like instantly like they normally do. Because that's so annoying. It's kind of funny how when I use a build like this, I get the chill-ish survivors who aren't using brand new parts and Civics. But then when I'm playing a build that's goofy, or like I get the most annoying survivors on the planet. Like it's just, I don't get it. The duality of everything. Like now this Jane thought I didn't see her, but in reality I did. So right here we're gonna hit her, and then we're going after her. I believe she's actually on her first hook. I could be wrong though. This is the only girl I haven't hooked yet. Luckily for me, not really much she can go to, and she's not really paying attention to where I am, and she didn't go towards the down pallet. Instead, she went towards the upright one. I'm gonna break that with my power, and we're going to murder her. I should probably break that wall, to be honest, but I'm not going to. And we're gonna hook her over here, which just so happens to be right next to an exit gate. There we go. Yep, her first hook. So now we're going to, what's it called? Put down a drone on the exit gate. Right when I'm thinking about doing that, we have the game in. So right here, I have to go straight towards this exit gate over here. I'm going to lose the game. So we're gonna go straight over here. Become untenable. That way the survivors don't know I'm coming. And one guy's gonna probably go for the unhook. And this guy's like, oh no, Skull Merchant. Don't worry, I can take one hit. And I'm like, no, you can't. And now they know I have no ed, which is kind of funny. So we're gonna put a drone back on the exit gate. That way they have to do the drone. They have to either do a drone which notifies me that, you know, someone's there, or they have to, what's it called? Or they have to disable the drone. No, or they have to try to open the exit gate, which will make the drone automatically injure them. So either way, I win. So right here, they're gonna try and do a drone. I'm like, okay. Now keep in mind, because of the fact that there's the in-game collapse, there is no such thing as the side strike. Y'all, they have to actually just try their hardest. So right here, I don't know what happened. I just threw into my body, and I missed. But we're gonna down her, and then they're gonna go back to the rescue. Now the reason why I had teleported Ronaldo so far away is because that way, in case I have to cap his hook again, he'll be so far away where there's no way the 10-second borrow time would apply. Now unless someone's running borrow time, what I actually do run borrow time when I play killer, I'm sorry, when I play survivor, I feel like borrow time is really good perk. But that's just me. Going back towards his hook, I'm gonna try to become untenable, but they're gonna rescue her, so I'm like, I'll go through the main building. I don't know why I did this. Then I accidentally fell down. I didn't mean to. And I was like, well, I'm really out of position. So right here, I can see there's no one's actually at the right exit gate. They're probably at the left one. So I'm gonna try and catch them off guard again by becoming untenable. As you can see, someone is at the exit gate because Jane's like, I want to leave, and I'm like, Jane, you can't get out. There's no escape, no way out, literally. So we're gonna down her, and then the second I'm trying to pick her up, I believe Ronaldo decides to go towards the other exit gate. So we're gonna teleport that girl away, and then Ronaldo's like, I must complete this exit gate so I can win the game. Now luckily, because of remote hook, we're able to hook that girl insanely fast. We're gonna become untenable again with no ed, and we're try and go after this girl or guy. It so happens to be Meg. Meg's like, I will sacrifice my life for the exit gate, and I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna replace another drone right here. That way, Ronaldo has to do the drone or to try and like open the thing. But instead, Ronaldo's like, I'm gonna do the other exit gate. I'm like, okay. So Ronaldo gets out, sadly. So because of this reason, I don't get to cure everybody, but in my opinion, I still did a good enough job to where I'm happy. But anyway, if you enjoyed this evil build, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said before, I read every single comment, and I also make sure I do all y'all's builds because I love doing y'all's really wacky evil builds like this one. Make sure you also join Discord server. Link will be in the description. A place where you can chat with me and everyone else there. I love also talking to y'all inside the Discord channel. But I will see y'all in the next video, where hopefully we won't be using an evil build and still be using 2 different evil killers instead. I'll see y'all then. Have a nice